in an age of big data, where computers and fancy algorithms are supposed to know you best. But at Country Financial, we know helping you own your future requires, well, something much bigger. Contact your local Country Financial representative and start planning for your future with a personal touch.
Man, how long are you guys going to be playing this game of horse?
Good luck coming up with the shot to put me out. I got this.
How about this one?
Are you kidding me, man?
Now playing on DirecTV Cinema.
In a few days, you'll go where duty calls.
I love you so much.
I'd like to discuss the incident. I thought the room was clear.
I can understand guilt, regret. These are all human conditions.
I love you.
You matter.
Rated R. Movies start at Channel 125.
Okawville and St. Anthony ready to tip it off. Let's go to our PA announcer, Paul Herzog.
Good afternoon, basketball fans. On behalf of the Illinois High School Association and the City of Peoria, welcome to Carver Arena for America's original March Madness in the 110th year of state series competition. Today's Class 1A championship game for 2017 features the Effingham St. Anthony Bulldogs, 29-5, and the Okawville Rockets, 32-3. And now to honor America. Please stand, remove your caps, and pause for a moment of silence as we remember the men and women of the armed forces serving us here and around the world away from their families, protecting our freedom. Thank you as we thank them. And now please address the flag with your hand over your heart and join Christian Mayo, a senior at Homewood Flossmoor High School, as he leads us in the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now, let's be the starting lineup for this 1A championship game. At a guard for St. Anthony, a 5'11 junior, 3, Tade Walsh. At a guard for Okawville, a 5'8 senior, 4, Josh Madrid. Another guard for the Bulldogs is 6'2" junior, 13, Alex Gators. Another guard for the Rockets is 6'2" junior, 3, Caleb Frederking. Third guard for St. Anthony is 6'2" junior, 21, Adam Levitt. Third guard for Okawville is 6'3", senior, 22, Shane Gans. And a forward for the Bulldogs is 6'3", senior, 33, Drew Gibson. And a forward for the Rockets, a 6'4", senior, 30, Noah Frederking. The other forward for St. Anthony is 6'5", junior, 43, Alex Beasley. The other forward for Okawville is 6'5", senior, 44, Kirkland Meyer. Head coach of St. Anthony for 4 years, a record of 90-38.
All right, the choreography drill is over for both teams, and our starting lineup brought to you by Taco Bell. For second-ranked Okawville, Josh Madrid, Caleb Frederking, Shane Gans, Noah Frederking, the first-team All-Stater, Kirkland Meyer. And for the Bulldogs, it's Cade Walsh, Alex Daters, Adam Levitt, the All-Stater Drew Gibson, and Alex Beasley. 10th ranked St. Anthony, 29-5. Number 2 Okawville, 32-3. One of them is going to go home as the state champ. Here's a look at John Krause in his 17th season at his alma mater, 340 and 215, playing for a state title here. And the birthday boy on the other side, Cody Rinker, turning 29 years old today in his 4th season, 91 and 38. Stewartson Strasburg alum. He was a kid, he said it was all about farming, basketball, and church. He is doing a good job of representing the St. Anthony community here today. Look at Shane Gans, the other senior leader, along with Noah Frederking. Both of these teams trying to bring home the first state championship in school history for either team.
It's been a magical run for both of these teams. St. Anthony upsetting Chicago Hope Academy yesterday. Okawville, Noah Frederking trying to cap off a brilliant prep career with a state championship.
And we're underway from jump ball to jump ball, and on the East Bluff here in Peoria, growing up, we call that a do-over.
Okay.
And now the Guards are going to figure it out.
Do-over here. Josh Madrid.
And Cade Walsh, who's listed at 5'11". Bet he's not. Get up, fellas.
Well, this will be Adam Levitt.
I'm sorry, I meant Josh Madrid from Okawville, 5'8".
Yeah.
Going against Adam Levitt. Well, that's the jump ball's not usually that entertaining. Gans trying to draw a charge down there on the baseline as St. Anthony opens with the first possession of this 1A state championship game for Peoria. Inside to Beasley. Alex Beasley averages 6 a game.
It's a good bucket down low. Great way for the Bulldogs to start off.
Little token pressure here from the Bulldogs. And they'll drop back into their man-to-man against Okawville. The Rockets 32-3. Little alley-oop try.
Oh.
Kirkland Meyer couldn't control it.
Get up.
St. Anthony running a little offense here in the half court against the Okawville man-to-man. The drive and the take for Alex Daters.
Alex Daters averages 8.5 points on the season, had 11 points and 3 rebounds in a semifinal win over Hope Academy yesterday.
So it's the Bulldogs out to the early 4-0 lead here on Okawville. Madrid gives now to Freder King, looking for the travel.
It's a call you may not see very often, especially when it's not an integral part of a play, but a travel is a travel, and Freder King is whistled for it.
Bulldogs off to a good start here offensively. Bullet pass inside, and that's Adam Levitt, who had a great game at the free throw line yesterday. Good look inside from Daters, and it's a 6-point St. Anthony run to start this ball game.
Levitt was big for the Bulldogs yesterday. You mentioned he lived on the free throw line. 10 of his 16 points came from the charity stripe.
Caleb Freder King runs into a defender. A ball out of bounds will stay with the Rockets, who've won 15 in a row. Nice look inside, an easy layup for Adam Levitt. He averages 8 points a game.
I know this Bulldogs team have to feel like they're not playing against 9 defenders, because Hope Academy was all in their mix all game yesterday. And today they look like they're able to do some of the things they've been accustomed to doing offensively this entire season.
Pretty tough belly-to-belly defense here for St. Anthony to start things off. The three from Meyer is off the mark, and the Rockets have yet to solve that St. Anthony defense. Beasley goes to work off the bounce, off the glass, no good. Freder King the rebound. Ahead to Gons, in transition, gets the contact, doesn't get the bucket, but he'll go to the line. And the first foul of the game goes against St. Anthony, goes against Drew Gibson. We are headed to break. Alex Daters and the Bulldogs out to the early 6-point lead as Okawville and St. Anthony go for a state championship.
Success requires hard work. No way around it. Realize timing is key. Be willing to push yourself. Stay in control. Trust technology to support you. My father once said, "It doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it."
There are a few who move toward the sounds of chaos. Forged in the crucible of training, they are the first to move toward the sounds of tyranny, injustice, and despair. They are the few, the proud, the Marines.
Due to the length of this program, we now move ahead in the action.
Pretty good run here by St. Anthony. They've gone on a 7-0 run here to take that 7-point lead. And the Bulldogs take it away. Nuxall with the steal. Final minute, first quarter.
There's 4 turnovers for the Rockets.
Back and forth. St. Anthony had a 6-0 lead. And now their lead has grown to 9.
Beasley.
That time it was Beasley.
Getting it done.
Now he's got 7.
He has 7. And playing well. Very active.
The Bulldogs offense has come out running here.
You're St. Anthony, this is the start you want.
Okawville's going to hold for one shot here. Freder King off the screen. Has it swatted away by Gibson. It was swatted out of bounds, and it'll be Okawville ball with 1.2 seconds left.
That's the Bulldogs' leading scorer getting that block, Drew Gibson, showing he can do it all.
We'll fling at the basket for Freder King. Noah Freder King shot off the side of the backboard. What a start for the 10th-ranked Bulldogs against number 2 Okawville. They are on a 9-0 run to end the first quarter. The Bulldogs getting hot. Adam Levitt taking it to the rack. Gibson on the break, and it's a 9-point Bulldogs lead after one quarter.
Maestros lead with confidence, exactness, inspiration. At GMC, we're in tune with that degree of precision. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the GMC Acadia. The next generation SUV has arrived.
Get this low-mileage lease on this Acadia SLE1 for around $279 per month. Plus, current non-GM lessees can get $1,500 additional lease cash.
There comes a time when the hard way is the only way. Ordering Pizza Hut is not that time. When I want a $7.99 large pizza from Pizza Hut, I can order with this, and now from my Pizza Hut Pie Tops.
Here's your large 2-topping Pizza Hut pizza.
Easy as pie.
Now get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal.
Because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
17-8, St. Anthony's come out on fire. They are 8 of 13 from the floor. Our McDonald's player profile highlighting 6'5" junior Alex Beasley of the Bulldogs. He's led his team with 7 points here in the early going. Player profile brought to you by McDonald's All-American Games. The future begins March 29th at the United Center. Alex getting a well-deserved break here to start the second quarter.
The junior instrumental in this Bulldogs fast start.
Gons double-teamed and fouled as Cade Walsh gets whistled for the reach. Yeah, man-to-man defense is just suffocating for St. Anthony. It's pretty impressive, isn't it?
It has been. Like I said, they just took a page out of the Hope Academy Eagles defensive playbook. Because there's a white jersey in front of that ball every time a Rocket touches it.
And whistling a foul on Brandon Runge, who's just into the ball game for St. Anthony. 6'5" junior.
Good communication on the defensive end. I think that's been key for the Bulldogs so far. They're talking, they're active, they're showing on picks. They're not getting beat, and as you mentioned, it's man-to-man. So give a lot of credit to this Bulldogs defense early on.
Okawville shooting 43%, 61% for St. Anthony.
And it's the junior Beasley getting the Noah Freder King assignment.
Looking for a crack in that defense. They're doing a good job helping. Gons for three. Won't go. Good follow by Hari. And they throw it away.
Turns it over.
Nutsall with the steal.
Nutsall played some big minutes for St. Anthony yesterday.
He is their sixth man, but a key component of the St. Anthony ball team. In their first sectional since 2001. They are undefeated against 1A teams this year. Nice give to Beasley. Nutsall with the assist. Beasley with 9.
Great pass, great finish. The shot Nutsall could have taken himself, but he opted for the better shot with Beasley down low. Another turnover by the Rockets.
An 11-0 run for St. Anthony. as the Rockets struggle against this St. Anthony defense here to start thing off. You know, they say man-to-man is our staple. We'll fall back, mix in zone, but we don't want teams to get comfortable, and I think that Cody Rinker has succeeded in that aspect. Okawville does not look comfortable here in this ball game so far. Monday on CSN, scoring 52 in their last meeting. Jimmy Butler back for more as the Bulls head to Charlotte. Coverage begins at 5:30 with Bulls pregame live and streaming on the NBC Sports app. That is coming up Monday. Basketball weekend. Of course, state championships here. NCAA bids come out tomorrow. March Madness is really starting to rock. And this is America's original March Madness right here. An 11-point St. Anthony lead. Inside Beasley had it taken away, got it back. And a whistle goes against the Rockets.
Hey, Lee, it's always interesting. You were talking about the comfort level. When a team reaches this point of the season and something new is thrown at them, it's always interesting to see how they adjust and try to overcome any adversities.
Offensive rebound and another chance for the Bulldogs. Drew Gibson flashes in the post. They try to get it to him. It's deflected, and it'll stay with St. Anthony. The amazing thing is St. Anthony yesterday won their game with a very subpar scoring performance from Drew Gibson. Only managed 6 points in that ball game. He's just got 2 points in this game, and they lead by 11.
It's amazing, and Coach Rinker, give him a lot of credit. It's one thing for a coach to say it, but it's another thing for his team to go out and prove it. He said this is not a one-man team. Drew Gibson is our leader, but he's not the only one, and you can tell the supporting cast steps up in the moments they need to.
Cade Walsh misses the three. Frederick King the rebound. The All-Spader averages 7.5 boards a game. And now back to work on offense for the men in blue. Gons with an open look from the elbow. 13 points a game for the 6'3 senior.
It's a good-looking shot.
That ends an 11-0 run by St. Anthony. Gibson can't get it to go. The other first-team All-Stater grabs the rebound. He brings it up the floor. Maybe trying to do a little too much, but gets the bailout whistle. It could have very easily been a charge. And I think they're going to say it's on the shot. Did he say 2 free throws? Yes, they did say on the shot. So a little bit of a bailout. Noah Frederick King battling up the floor. He'll have free throws when we come back.
Your living room TV. If only you could bring it with you anywhere you went. It's got everything. Your live channels. Instant access to the best entertainment. Plus your recorded shows. The only problem is, it's stuck in your living room. Well, not anymore. Finally, you have the power to make the world your living room. Now the live channels you love and watch at home are with you anywhere. Download the new free DirecTV app. It's your TV. Take it with you.
It's time for March Mania at Mike Anderson Chevrolet. We've got all the champions right here in our showroom.
Shoot for a three-pointer with the nationally acclaimed Volt.
Come check out the Chevy Hero, the Malibu.
Chevrolet is a true champion, being the most awarded car company by J.D. Power for the 3rd year in a row.
Practice makes perfect. Thanks for being our customers. You are the real stars.
Visit Mike Anderson Chevrolet in Chicago, 1 mile west of the Kennedy on beautiful Irving Park Road.
Mike Anderson Chevrolet, the Chevy Giant.
See you soon.
Friday at 7 on CSNChicago.com. It's the 2017 Illinois State High School Hockey Championship. It's the top teams in the state as they face off for the title at the United Center. Old-fashioned hockey, eh? You bet. They play hockey in this building, too. There's ice under this floor. That's why I'm wearing my mucklucks. Cold down there. Alex Beasley's not cold. He's got 9 points already. Great start for the 6'5" junior. Looking at the numbers, Telly, Okawville, they're shooting 44%, but they've only got 9 shots to go with 6 turnovers in this game so far.
And we were talking during the break, when you only have 4 made shots and you have more turnovers than made shots, that's never good. But Okawville, they seem like they're still trying to figure out this defense by St. Anthony and how they can find cracks and gaps in it that will give them the openings they need to get their shots. And I mentioned it before, and I'll mention it again. They are very patient. They're not going to get out of sorts and try to force things. They'll let the game come to them, and we'll see if they're able to do that.
Okawville back within 7 now. Both teams playing man-to-man here this afternoon. 1A state championship on the line. This is the 10th 1A state championship to be decided since Illinois went to 4 classes. It'll be the 10th 1A state champion. Nobody's repeated. Nobody's won more than one. Newark had a chance to become the first 2-time champ. They end up 4th this year.
Rockets playing some good defense.
Get a hand on that one. Madrid almost comes up with the steal. It'll stay with St. Anthony. Josh, one of 9 players on this Okawville team to make it to state the last 2 years. He hit .333 state baseball tournament last year. Finished 3rd a year ago and 2nd a year before that. I believe that might be reversed, but I talked to them about their baseball chances. They lost a lot off of last year's team, so not sure they'll get back for a 3rd straight try, but it'll be baseball season in Okawville come Monday. It felt like baseball season last week. Now it feels like basketball season again here in Central Illinois. 7-point ball game. Gibson the kick out and the 3 for Cade Walsh. His 29th of the year.
It's a big 3. The Bulldogs are executing on the offensive end with great precision. Working the ball around, taking as much time as they need to get the shot that they want.
Whistle against the Bulldogs.
Great look by Drew Gibson to find Cade Walsh on the wing, and he pays off the team's leading scorer with a nice assist right there.
5 team fouls on St. Anthony now. Frederick King trying to post up inside. And the pass tossed out of bounds that time. Luke Hensler, the turnover for Okawville. That's their 7th.
That's their 7th, and that was one of the first times they looked like they were out of sorts, trying to force feed Frederick King down on the block to see if he can get something going. So we'll see, how much this plays into the psyche and the game plan of the Rockets. Probably not used to being down 10 points this season. May not have happened that often, but that's where they find themselves now, and we'll see if they have the composure to chip their way back into this one before the half.
Baseline drive for Walsh doesn't go. Frederick King brings it up now for Okawville. Well, St. Anthony's other player stepped up when Drew Gibson was unable to score. We'll see what happens. See if Okawville can do that. They want to get it to Frederick King, but he's not finding a lot of room here in the early going.
And not very good spacing by the Rockets right now as they do try to find Frederick King.
Boy, nice. You talk about just grabbing the ball and creating a shot. He's got 6.
And we just saw why they want him to have the ball as often as possible. He can make things happen.
Out of nothing. I mean, there was nothing there. That was all Noah Frederick King right there. He's got 6. Back to single digits. Okawville within 8. Gibson over the double team, no good. And the steal and the takeaway by Walsh, threw it over his head to Taters, and now loses it out of bounds. Boy, that was a heck of an effort. Right in front of us here at midcourt. Check out Cade Walsh with the takeaway.
Great save.
Over his head, and then I think he dribbled it off his foot. That's too bad, because that was a heck of a takeaway. Final minute, first half. St. Anthony, an impressive first 16 minutes of basketball here. For 15. Guess I'm going to stick with pretty well the last minute. Nothing's given, right? Shane Gons gets to the hoop. So good off the bounce. He's got 7.
A great baseline drive right there by Gons. To get it to the cup and cut this Bulldogs lead to 6, and they'll try to keep it that way. As St. Anthony appears they will play for the final shot.
Okawville would love to keep it to a 6-point game after trailing by 11. This wouldn't be bad for them going to the half if the score remains the same. Let's see what St. Anthony's got in mind here. Gibson with 8. Now Walsh in the corner, back to Gibson with 4. He goes to work on Gons. Gons, the strip whistle for the foul with 2.3 seconds left in the half.
Tough call there. Gons with great defense, moving his feet, staying in front of Gibson. But at the very end, he reaches down. Seemed like he had a lot of ball, but got some flesh with that as well.
Just enough forearm. Drew Gibson, 73% free thrower. First team All-Stater. Honorable mention All-State as a junior. That one won't go. Freder King at the buzzer.
That was.
You never want to count Noah Freder King out, no matter where he's shooting from, right?
In the range, Jim.
All right, it's a 7-point game. St. Anthony, an incredible first half, just up 7. It was going the wrong way for Okawville. They stemmed the tide a little bit here late in the second quarter. Let's go over to the birthday boy, Cody Rinker. He's with Sierra Santos.
Coach, you started off with such offensive intensity like you were planning on doing. What can you say about that 11-0 run?
It was big for our confidence. It was big for our ability to get out there to that start, so that way we could settle in defensively and do what we need to do here in the first half.
You guys are moving so fast on the court, but you are also playing great defense right now. What can you say about your team's defense?
I think our team's locked in. Both teams know what's at stake, obviously, and our boys right now have really found a groove defensively and offensively, and hopefully we can sustain it in the second half.
I know you're eager to get the locker room. Go for it.
Thanks, guys.
We'll send it back over to you guys at the table.
All right, Sierra, thank you very much. Pretty great start for St. Anthony. Cade Walsh adding to the offensive onslaught with the 3. It's a 7-point St. Anthony lead with a state title on the line.
They say we live in an age of big data, where computers and fancy algorithms are supposed to know you best. But at Country Financial, we know helping you own your future requires, well, something much bigger. Contact your local Country Financial representative and start planning for your future with a personal touch.
Maestros lead with confidence, exactness, inspiration. At GMC, we're in tune with that degree of precision. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the GMC Acadia. The next generation SUV has arrived.
Get this low-mileage lease on this Acadia SLE1 for around $279 per month. Plus, current non-GM lessees can get $1,500 additional lease cash.
Get in the game with Cricket Wireless. We've got more 4G LTE coverage than T-Mobile or Sprint. And if you switch now, you can get a brand new smartphone for free with plans that start at only $30 per month. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about.
Last time, this guy torched the Hornets for 52.
Sriracha! He's hot!
And now he's back for more. Bull at Hornets starting at 95:30 on CSN with full pregame live presented by Coors Light and streaming on the NBC Sports app.
What do you want?
Nissan.
When do you want it?
We want it now.
Get to Arlington Nissan during the Nissan Now sales event for our best deals of the year.
Right now, lease a 2017 Rogue S for just $134 a month for 36 months with $39.95 due at signing.
Bob Rohrman. Bob Rohrman's Arlington Nissan, just east of Route 53 on Dundee Road.
There are a few who move toward the sounds of chaos. Forged in the crucible of training, they are the first to move toward the sounds of tyranny, injustice, and despair. They are the few, the proud, the Marines.
Lee Hall, Telly Hughes, Sierra Santos with you from Carver Arena, downtown Peoria. St. Anthony, a 32-25 lead as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. We talked about the great coaching tradition at Okawville and John Krause taking the reins from Dave Luchtefeld. That gentleman right there is Lawrence Carey. He is Cody Rinker's grandfather. He was the coach at Teutopolis for 23 years back in the 60s and 70s. Here's a shot of him from the regional championship the year they knocked off state-ranked St. Anthony. Actually, that's not the picture we thought it was. That's Cody Rinker with his grandfather. 23 years at T-Town, 443 career wins. And, you know, I guess coaching skips a generation. There's that picture from the year that Teutopolis knocked off St. Anthony. Now his grandson is coaching St. Anthony for a state title. I love IHSA history. Hi, Coach. How the heck are you? It's great to see it. He's up in the top deck. There is no way he was going to miss this game, making the trip up here today to see his grandson's team, and they are in good shape right now, leading by 7 as we start the fourth quarter. And I love IHSA history. Yeah. That was a great story. Yeah. What are the odds as Alex Daters hits the bucket as Grandpa cheers from the upper bowl here at Carver Arena.
Coaching basketball is obviously in the blood.
Man, oh man. Frederick King inside is blocked, and he'll go to the line. Let's take another look. Alex Daters from 3. That's a college 3. Knocking it down, and upstairs, Grandpa's loving it. You bet. That's how I told that boy to coach. That's my boy. Oh, absolutely love that. Oh, man. There are so many great IHSA stories, and that is definitely one right here, regardless of how this game turns out. Cody Rinker, farming basketball in church, and family was in there somewhere, too. That is awesome. Lawrence Carey, one of the great names in IHSA history. T-Town, the Wooden Shoes. A former conference member with St. Anthony.
Oh, wow.
All right, here's the pressure from Okawville. Gibson trying to fight through it. Frederick King comes up with the basketball. Pulls up and scores. Wow. That's an all-stater for you, ladies and gentlemen. 17 points for Noah Frederick King. That makes it a 7-point game.
That's a no-no, yes. Good shot. Rockets with the turnover. With Frederick King again.
He's going to go to the line. Noah Frederick King is fired up. We saw it yesterday, and look at the bench.
Lee, you're seeing a guy who does not want to go down without a fight. He gets the baseline bucket, and he will get the layup to go, and the foul. Great concentration. An opportunity to make this a 4-point game once he goes to the free throw line. Noah Frederick King, 20 points. And the Rockets trying to make a move here in the early going. And there's my boy with the astronaut helmet. Get him fired up over there.
No. Yeah, I would give anything to wear that helmet. If I was still doing the sideline reporting, I'd have that helmet. Yeah, you dab, Astra. He's NASA. I was afraid he was a cosmonaut, but he's NASA. He's on our side.
Outer space.
The final frontier. Everything looks good through a blue visor, right? Frederick King, the last 14 points for Okawville. He's got 20. Looking for 21 to make it a 4-point game. (35-31). Here's the other first-team All-Stater trying to answer. Can't. Frederick King grabs the Gibson miss. And here come the Rockets within 4.
That's Frederick King's 6th rebound. He had a double-double yesterday. In the semifinal, 24 points, 14 rebounds.
Oh, they feed him again. He doesn't get the roll.
Got to feed the hot hand. This is the way, if you're Noah Frederick King, you want your last game of your high school career to go. All 4 years you've worked up to this point, an opportunity to bring your school its first state championship. You could be a big part of it. And I just mentioned it a few minutes ago. Big players step up in big situations, and here's Frederick King. An opportunity to make it a 2-point ball game. And he does.
23 points for Noah Frederick King, the first-team All-Stater, willing his team back into this game. 23 of Okawville's 33 points. And it's a pretty good defense, too. Gibson to the hoop. And a whistle and a foul will go against the Rockets. It'll be free throws for Gibson. The folks in blue wanted a charge. Caleb Frederick King with his second foul. It'll be free throws for Drew Gibson, the other first-team All-Stater in this game. All-tournament at the St. Anthony Turkey Tournament, at Vandalia, at the National Trail Conference Tournament. He's had an outstanding season.
And Lee, you can kind of start to feel the momentum shifting a little bit in Okawville's direction. It's a good thing for St. Anthony to get to the line and kind of calm things down and kind of disrupt the pace a little bit, because the Rockets, they were coming down and finding a way to convert on the offensive end. But we'll see, since now the screws have tightened a little bit, what the response will be.
Shane Gons does the Curly Neal impersonation. He slides to the floor, keeps his dribble, and gets the ball to Caleb Frederick King. Gons wants it inside. Gets it. Throws it up and in! Shane Gons! Going Gonzo. That's Dad's nickname, but it works right here.
He can be Big Gonzo right now.
He can make it a 1-point game with the free throw. .63 senior. He's been Noah Frederick King's wingman for 4 years. Short on the free throw. It's a 2-point game with 5:30 to play in regulation. St. Anthony once led by 11.
Well, we'll see which Bulldog steps up here, Lee. Alex Beasley has been big for him, but he's been quiet so far in this fourth quarter. Will it be Drew Gibson, the first-teamer, All-Stater?
He takes it to the hoop and can't finish. Gets it back. And wisely passes out. Cade Walsh's three is short. Levitt to follow, and one. Adam Levitt, his first field goal since the first quarter.
Great time for him to pick up a big bucket. Adam Levitt, huge in the semifinal game, Lee.
Takes it up strong. He can make it a 5-point game when we come back. Yes.
Man, how long are you guys going to be playing this game of horse?
Good luck coming up with the shot to put me out. I got this. How about this one? Are you kidding me, man?
So you're fine with getting rid of the trophy case?
Yep.
And the carpet?
Mm-hmm.
And that?
Yes.
Cover it up quickly with Dutch Boy Platinum Paint Plus Primer. With Platinum's no prep, no prime formula, with advanced extreme high technology, Menards and Dutch Boy make transforming your world easy.
Right now at Menards, get an 11% rebate on everything, including Dutch Boy paint.
It's just me.
I can stay. I'm good.
I won't be late.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
No kissing on the first date, all right?
Life doesn't always stick to a plan, but with our investment expertise, we'll help you handle what's next. Financial guidance while you're mastering life. From Chase, so you can.
Success requires hard work. No way around it. Realize timing is key. Be willing to push yourself. Stay in control. Trust technology to support you. My father once said, "Doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it."
From Bannockburn to downtown Chicago, Experience has been serving Chicagoland for over 25 years. With their high-quality, locally sourced mixture of breakfast and lunch dishes, Experience has the selection to please any appetite. Find a location near you at experiencecafe.com.
Hi, Russ for U.S. Waterproofing. Looking for a company to repair your home can be stressful. Look to us, as many of your neighbors have, like Mrs. O'Brien in Elmhurst. We sealed cracks in her crawl space. Or Mr. Weber in Orland Park. We installed a battery backup sump pump. And Mr. Kaplan in Northbrook. He needed structural repair after he noticed cracks in his brickwork. We've helped many of your neighbors. Schedule your free consultation today at uswaterproofing.com. U.S. Waterproofing. A better basement starts with us.
Success requires hard work. No way around it. Realize timing is key. Trust technology to support you. My father once said, "Doesn't matter what you do in life, just be the best at it."
The all-new BMW 5 Series sedan starting at $51,200.
Another Southern Illinois team doing well here today. Two Southern Illinois teams battling for the 1A title here. Levitt trying to complete the three-point play. Misses the free throw. Beasley chased down the missed shot, and it rolled off Frederick King, and it'll be St. Anthony ball.
Frederick King could sure use some help on the glass. He's been the main one, their only rebounder. We'll see if we can get some support from the guards and others to help him out on the glass.
Four-point game. Feel the electricity, the excitement building here as we are almost halfway through the fourth quarter. Gibson nowhere to go. Wisely backs it back out. No reset here against the Okawville man-to-man. Okawville in their first state championship game since 1987. A heartbreaker. 2-point loss to Venice. Trying to finish the deal here, but they trail by 4. Under 4 minutes to go now. St. Anthony content to work a little clock here. Run a little offense. Gibson spin move in the lane. It won't go. Man, he's had some good looks.
What a great possession that would have been. Cap off, running that much clock off, and getting a layup at the end. Great move by Gibson.
3-ball from Hari is good. Peyton Hari, his first field goal of this game, makes it a 1-point ball game and a timeout, a full timeout now for John Krause and Okawville as Peyton Hari knocks down a huge 3. He had 4 in the first half against Carrollton in the postseason. And a big one there as somebody, we talked about this, somebody besides Noah Frederking needed to step up. And it's 5'9" junior Peyton Hari. Number 3 dropping the 3 on St. Anthony.
What a big shot for Hari. As you said, Frederking can't do it all by himself. He's on the defensive end, working really hard, rebounding. He has 23 points. But it's Peyton with the big-time 3 to make it a 1-point game with 3:16 to go in regulation.
He's one of those 9 guys that's got great state experience in the baseball tournament. And they never, they've been in a state championship game before in baseball. And here they are playing for a state championship in basketball. How about this finish? 3:16 left in regulation. St. Anthony led by 11 in the second quarter. They led by 10 after 3. But it's Okawville finding a way to get back in this ball game. 8 points in the fourth quarter for Noah Frederking. And that's younger brother Caleb. No full court pressure here now against the Bulldogs. Cade Walsh, the junior, bringing it across.
Lee, you talked about their baseball state experiences, and it's amazing how those experiences can transfer over to the basketball court. Because it's a different sport, it doesn't mean the pressures are that much different. You're on the biggest stage in your high school career, trying to play your best. And in this particular situation, you're a couple minutes away from possibly bringing home the first state championship in your school's history.
The St. Anthony team, hard to imagine. They turn it over. They lost 4 of their last 6 to end the regular season. And a couple of blowout losses to Mater Dei and to Topolis. Cody Rinker says that brought us back to reality, and they've rebounded from a terrible end of the regular season to be in the state championship game with a 1-point lead.
Costly turnover by the Bulldogs there. And Okawville can take their first lead in a very long time.
I don't think they've had it.
Oh, yes.
It was 8-8. That was as close as they got to the lead.
That's right.
Here's Cody Rinker encouraging his defense. Frederking dangerous with the ball in his hand, gets to the hoop and scores.
His first step is unbelievable.
First lead of the game for the Rockets. 25 points now for the first team All-Stater. It's 40-39.
Unbelievable effort by Noah Frederking.
Drew Gibson answers. He's in double figures with 10.
Big shot.
It's St. Anthony back on top.
Maybe seesaw down the whole stretch.
Frederking into the lane, and he draws the foul. Free throw time for the first team All-Stater and future Evansville Purple Ace, Noah Frederking. Look at the senior really willing his team. 10 points of his 25 here in the fourth quarter, and the other first team All-Stater, Drew Gibson, answers. And Frederking misses the free throw. Best he can do now is a tie.
Each team using their main horse, their main thoroughbreds that have led them to this point.
The looks on the bench say it all, don't they? 26 now for Predator King. He evens things up. 41 all with 1:19 to go. So it'll be St. Anthony ball. They ran a little offense. Took a little time off the clock. It didn't work out kind of how they wanted it. Now what do you do if you're St. Anthony?
It's tough because you want to do what you've been doing that have helped you keep the lead for the better part of this game, but you also have to be mindful of the clock, and if you're going to go early, you don't want to give Okawville too much time to get a shot off. But you're running the risk of playing 79 seconds without turning the ball over. And that's pretty tough. So we'll see how this plays out. But
both teams in the bonus. St. Anthony has all their timeouts left. 2 left for Okawville. 1:15 to a state championship, possibly. Gibson almost had it taken away, and Cody Rinker calls timeout. Most people on their birthdays relax, take it easy, go out to dinner. Cody Rinker, nah.
But he may get a chance to do that.
Well, let's go full bore, though, until then.
I'm sure he would like to have a nice birthday dinner with the state championship trophy sitting alongside the table. But what a game, and what a finish we are in store for.
We talk about the great history and the coaching history for these schools and for Cody Rinker. Here's a look at the tournament history for St. Anthony. 4th in 78. 91 they made it to the Elite Eight, and the state series includes the super sectional, which is as far as they got in 2001. That goes back to the Sweet 16 days, back before my time, before it was in the Assembly Hall. And now the history for Okawville. Boy, there's a lot to be proud of there as well. Finished 3rd in 79. 2nd in 87. And another trophy here. Will it be the big trophy, though? 1:09 left in regulation to figure that out. And maybe a few minutes more. St. Anthony with the ball under their own basket. Cade Walsh to inbounds for the Bulldogs. Undefeated this year against 1A teams. They give it to their all-stater Gibson, now back to Walsh. Closely guarded by Josh Madrid. 1 minute left. Try to go inside to Beasley. Caleb Frederking got a hand on it. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Levitt gets it on the inbounds pass, picks up his dribble, nowhere to go. Frederking right there. Now it's Walsh with it. 45 seconds. Cody Rinker called play number 4. Thought about calling timeout. Now he calls timeout with 30 seconds left. Takes a 30 with 30.6 left. Interesting to sit here and watch the coach manage that. He's like, no. And then he finally called timeout.
A good timeout right here because it's more manageable to draw up a play and do something in 30 seconds as opposed to 1:19 trying to figure out how you want to get the final shot. 30 seconds, way more manageable, and I'm sure coach is trying to get them to come up with a play that will leave them taking the last and final shot of this regulation.
And on the other end, John Krause trying to figure out something defensively to possibly get a takeaway here and get the ball back with 30.6 seconds left.
And I'm sure he's telling his team to not foul. They don't have to. You play good defense, you can force a turnover. But don't send them to the line and give them the opportunity to score without the clock even moving.
Adam Levitt will inbounds. Cade Walsh with it. Who will get this last shot opportunity for St. Anthony? 16 seconds. Walsh gave it a look. 8 seconds now.
Gotta go now.
Rinker trying to call timeout. No. Gibson the shot. In and out. Predator King the rebound. And we got overtime.
Ooh.
Cody Rinker kind of did. If he was a pitcher, it would have been a balk. Because he was trying. He thought, I don't know whether to call timeout. And, you know, with the ball in your All-Staters' hands, right? You give it a shot. Drew Gibson's shot. Hit both sides of the rim, rattles out, and we've got 4 minutes of overtime. The last overtime championship game in any class, Rock Island and Centralia back in 2011. It's the first ever 1A OT championship game, and this being the 10th year of Class 1A.
And you just said it, Lee. St. Anthony got the shot from the guy they wanted to shoot it. Your first team All-Stater, Drew Gibson, with a baseline jumper. You can live with that. Unfortunately, he hits the back of the rim, and Noah Predator King grabs his 7th rebound of the ball game.
Dave Luchtefeld looking on. You can tell he was a coach and a senator. He's got a great poker face, doesn't he?
He knows it's never over until it's over. I'm sure he's been in enough games throughout his life to know that.
38 years, 738 wins. Yeah. Not much gets to you. Noah Predator King with 11 points in that first quarter to get his team rallied back from a 10-point deficit. St. Anthony battling all the way. The Okawville, you think it's not tough being on the bench and watching? You bet. Gibson, the All-Stater, knocking in a big shot. There were a lot of big plays in that fourth quarter. As Okawville rallies, St. Anthony hangs on, and we go to the fourth quarter. Okawville shooting 57% from the field, and all it got them was a tie. Hopefully this jump ball is a little less exciting than the first one. Noah Predator King wins it. Interesting, he doesn't do the opening tap, but when they wanted a tap and a possession to start this overtime, who did they go to? Who else? Quick movement of the ball. It's Hensler for three. And the Bulldogs turn it over, and another chance for the Rockets. They came into this state tournament as the best three-point shooting team of the four. Predator King comes up with the air ball. 52% from three-point range coming into the Final Four for Okawville.
That was a tough shot for Predator King, fading away from the basket. 20-foot jump shot, well short.
After that fourth quarter, though, he's probably thinking he's not going to make everything.
Yeah. That kid has played hard, and he has willed himself and this team to force overtime.
Drew Gibson off the glass, no good. Hensler the rebound, almost lost it out of bounds, calls timeout. Shane Goss called timeout. It was a quick timeout for Okawville, as it looked like Hensler was going to lose that ball out of bounds or get tied up. Instead, they will have possession of the basketball.
Great heads-up play there, and every possession, as we have witnessed throughout the fourth quarter and the first couple of possessions of this overtime, is going to be critical.
Oh, Beasley awful close to a tie-up. He didn't want to let go of the ball, did he? Every possession so meaningful here down the stretch. Tied at 41. This was in danger of being a blowout after 3 quarters. And instead, we've got overtime trying to join some state champions. Last year, it was Leroy.
That was Matt Chastain.
Yes, it was.
Leroy and Leo.
Who will be this year's state champion? Well, we still don't know yet. 3:06 to go. St. Anthony, as we mentioned, led by 11. They led by 10 after 3 quarters. But a 16-6 fourth quarter for Okawville has forced this overtime. Glad you're with us. 2A state championship game here tonight. This one's going to be tough to top. Brings it across. A little pressure from St. Anthony. Bulldogs have really played well defensively all day.
Yes, they have. Let's see what type of clock management the Rockets have in mind.
Hensler open for 3. Wow.
Members bounce.
He got the members bounce that time. Hit 2 big threes in the super sectional. That's just his 18th 3 of the year. He's got 6. And the answer for the Bulldogs. Daters for 2.
But what a clutch 3 by Hensler. Keep in mind, he missed the 3-point attempt in the previous possession. What confidence that not only he has in himself, but his coaches and his teammates for him to take the next wide open shot. Getting a friendly bounce. Touches every part of the rim, but it still counts for 3. Adam Levitt coming back. Getting the jumper to go in the lane.
The free throw miss keeps it a 1-point Okawville lead. Under 2 minutes to go now in overtime, and it's Levitt with the bucket. He's got 12.
Coming up big when his team needs him to.
St. Anthony back on top by 1.
Lee, what a great game. I mean, you know what this means to each one of these teams and programs.
Frederick King has it blocked inside. It'll stay with Okawville.
It's a chance to become the first. It'll be the first state championship for both of these programs. And
a soft little lob into Frederick King, and Beasley's like, I don't think so. You're going to have to work a little harder than that.
Yeah.
Good help defense that time by Alex Beasley. Okawville, the ball down 1. In overtime. 1:10 to play. And Walsh came up with the steal. They said he stepped out of bounds. It'll be Okawville ball as Hari checks back in for the Rockets. Oh, very close.
Great play, though. Good anticipation.
Frederick really wanted the ball there. Trying to post up inside. Here's the take by little brother. Caleb Frederick King makes it a 1-point lead now for Okawville.
You saw St. Anthony with the weak side help on big brother Noah, and Caleb was able to have the baseline free all to himself, and all he had to do was hit the layup. As you see, everyone converging on Noah.
Yeah.
Caleb comes in, hits the layup, put the Rockets up 1 with 50.6 seconds to go.
That's adjusting. That's what good teams do. If you take away one thing, now what's your weakness, right?
Absolutely.
Caleb hit a game winner earlier this year for Okawville against Breeze. And, they were kind of joking after the game that, everybody expected Noah to take the shot. Caleb took the shot and made it. And Noah was kind of like, yeah, well, it's a good thing he made it because we would have given him a never-ending line of grief if little brother had taken the shot when, I'm kind of the guy.
And he's been the guy all game. 26 points, 7 rebounds for Noah Fetter-King, but you need your teammates.
Yep. He's been the guy ever since he stepped on the floor 4 years ago as a starter. 4,747 career points coming into the state tournament, the state Final Four, I should say. A record held by Dave Luchtefeld, the senator, the longtime coach of Okawville. The torch being passed. Can they bring home the first state championship for Okawville? Or will it be St. Anthony getting the first championship trophy in basketball? Final minute of overtime. St. Anthony down 1. Gibson drives, spins, shoots and scores over Gons.
What a tough bucket by Drew Gibson.
12 points for him. A last chance opportunity for Okawville down 1. How will they play it? You guessed that it would be Noah Fetter-King. And John Krause will call timeout with 12.5 left in overtime. Okawville now down 1. And at the other end, it's the first team All-Stater hitting a tough fall-away jumper over some pretty good defense by Shane Gons.
That's right. He goes straight up. Great defense. Nothing more Gons could have done defensively on that play other than foul him. But that's just pure determination. Knowing his team needs a bucket, finding any way to get it done.
And Cody Rinker says Drew Gibson, never too high, never too low. He hasn't had the best performance here in Peoria. Held to 6 points yesterday, 12, which is 9 below his average. But when they needed him the most, there he was. He's still the guy.
He's still the guy. And being patient enough to not force it and take what the defense gives him. And the defense didn't give him much there. He made that.
There's Grandpa Lawrence Carey. He coached for 23 years at Teutopolis, but he's proud to wear those St. Anthony colors today as his grandson goes for a state championship. Grandma can't bear to watch. I don't blame her. This is a lot. What a thrill for them to see their grandson coach in the state championship game. 12.5 left in overtime. Okawville down 1 with the ball.
They'll need to get into it fast here, Lee.
Gons draws the foul, and it'll be free throws for Okawville. And oh, how history comes back after 1987. That's unbelievable. 1987, Okawville lost on 2 free throws with 5 seconds left to Venice. Now you fast forward 30 years to 2017, and Okawville goes to the line to shoot free throws down 1. That you can't make that stuff up.
No, you cannot. That is unreal. Wow. And it's an opportunity to bring home their first state championship, just like it was the last time they were in this position, and to find themselves in it one more time. I mean, this is the equivalence of icing a kicker. You've given the free throw shooter a lot of time to think about everything.
Shane Gons taking a big gulp of water over there on the sideline. He'll be at the line in overtime. Luke Hensler, the junior, knocking in his second 3 of this ball game. Adam Levitt with a bucket. He's got 12 in this game. Pretty tough shot there again by Levitt. He's got 4 of his 12 in the fourth quarter. Little brother Caleb Frederking driving the baseline, and then it's the first-team All-Stater Drew Gibson with a big bucket. And now with 5.1 seconds to play, it's Shane Gons at the free throw line. 1 of 3 today, 77% on the line. Before this season, John Krause told Shane and Noah Frederking, this is your team. And the first of the 1-and-1 is no good. And St. Anthony gets the rebound and a foul, and they will shoot free throws with 3.1 to play and a 1-point lead.
Front ends in on the front end of a 1-and-1.
So it's a 1-and-1 now for Drew Gibson. The first-team All-Stater, 73% at the line this season. Today he is 4 of 6 at the line. The best he can do is a one-possession game, if he makes them both. The first one is good. With 3.1 left, a 2-point lead for St. Anthony. Okawville could only tie with a last-second shot if he makes this. Okawville for the tie. Noah Frederking for 3 in the tie. Just short. And St. Anthony is your 1A state champion.
Wow. Probably the most improbable team coming into this Final Four to be crowned the champions. And it's St. Anthony out of Effingham, Illinois, winning their first state championship in school history in basketball. What a weekend. What a season for the Bulldogs.
They lost 4 of their last 6 to end the regular season. Here comes Grandpa Lawrence Carey, veteran coach at Teutopolis. He's got a big hug waiting for his grandson, Cody Rinker, who wins a state championship on his 29th birthday. The first ever state basketball boys championship for Effingham St. Anthony. What a finish. And Drew Gibson, 13 points. Hit the last field goal for the Bulldogs. Hit a couple of clutch free throws. And Noah Frederking's shot to tie in overtime, just short. And the Bulldogs are your state champions in 2017. Let's go to Sierra.
Coach Rinker, you're taking home the first ever state title for your school. This is also your 29th birthday. I'm going to guess it's the best ever.
Absolutely, it's the best ever. I can't ask for anything more. I mean, these kids, night in, practice, games, gave me everything and more. I couldn't be more excited for them, for the community. It's a little surreal at the moment, but we're very, very proud.
I believe your father, grandfather are in the stands today. What does this mean for the community? You got a little bit emotional when I talked about it yesterday. What does this mean?
I mean, St. Anthony basketball has been historic, in my opinion, growing up, watching it from afar, from, north of there for 20 miles. You just always have that respect for the way they play. To be a part of it now, to be the head coach of it now, and to bring a school that's that much tradition, its first basketball state title. Couldn't be prouder, couldn't be more honored to be in this position.
What can you say about the resiliency of your team fighting back even though they lost that 11-point lead?
Love them. I love them. I couldn't ask for a better group of kids to coach and be around every day. Absolutely a pleasure to be around. I couldn't be happier for them right now.
You're getting a little choked up, but this is a happy moment for you.
Tears of joy. Tears of joy. So we're excited.
All right, I think we're actually going to get Drew Gibson. How you doing? The biggest moment of your young career. Can you put into words what it's like to take home the state title?
I was just kind of indescribable. The crazy feeling, all the fans out here. Big moments like these are always fun to play in. Okawville played a great game and made it close in the end, and I'm glad we pulled out that championship in overtime.
Even though you're the top scorer on the team, this was totally a group effort.
A lot of guys stepped up. I mean, they keyed in me a little bit, and a lot of guys stepped up and hit the buckets when we need them to, especially early in the game. I was clearly struggling offensively. Can't say enough to the juniors that stepped up and hit some big shots and kept us ahead of the ball game the whole time.
How are you going to celebrate your coach's birthday?
I guess that's tough to say. Getting pretty happy about winning the state championship, I guess, hanging a banner.
All right, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Guys, we'll send it back over to you at the table.
All right, Sierra, thank you very much. Yeah, the stat line won't look great for Drew Gibson, and he could care less. He hit this shot, the last field goal of this ball game, the Wintrust play of the game. He hit a couple of big free throws to ice it for the Bulldogs. They lost 4 of their last 6 to end the regular season. Blowout losses to Mater Dei and T-Town, and they are today the state champion.
Diamonds, the jewelry exchange, has 2-carat solitaires for $19.90, certified 2-carat for $59.90, 3-carat rings for $69.90, and most sizes and grades of GIA diamonds, all with a low price guarantee. Buy direct. The Jewelry Exchange, Villa Park.
You're number one. You're number one. When it comes to customer satisfaction, you are number one at Oak Brook Toyota.
During the Toyota Number One for Everyone sales event, get 0% financing for 72 months with 0 down payment plus $500 APR cash.
Be sure to see us before you buy.
Bob Rohrman.
Bob Rohrman's Oak Brook Toyota in Westmont, only 5 minutes west of the Tri-State on Ogden Avenue.
No matter how cold it is outside, you can keep warm and toasty inside with a quality-built, super-efficient York furnace that's backed by the strongest warranties available. It's just another way we install confidence.
To find a York dealer near you, log on to York.com. Don't miss Sports Talk Live on CSN. David Kaplan leads a roundtable on the day's hottest topics. Sports Talk Live, presented by Chevy Silverado. Weeknights at 6 on CSN.
Superintendent, Father Chris Bray. Principal, Greg Fearday. Athletic Director, Kevin Palmer. Team Chaplain, Father Zach Edgar. Head Coach, Cody Rinker. Assistant Coach, Caleb Betty. Assistant Coach, Andrew Snow. Assistant Coach, Kieran Walsh. Manager, Darren Hutchison. Scorekeeper, Bill Ferry. And now the Bulldogs players. 3, Cade Walsh. 11, Quinton Millville. 13, Alex Daters. 15, Luke Ludwig. 21, Adam Levitt. 23, Jack Nuxall. 25, Ben Strollmeyer. 31, Bryson Wall. 33, Drew Gibson. 43, Alex Beasley. 45, Brandon Runge. 51, Wyatt Lawrence. And 55, Jacob Dust. Presenting the second place trophy would be B. Kent Jones. This time would Coach Kraus and the captains of Okawville step forward to receive the second place trophy. Congratulations to Okawville. There's a reception for them at the arena, 2 o'clock tomorrow. Reception for Okawville, 2 o'clock at the arena. Presenting the first place trophy, Greg Bradley. Coach Rinker and the captain of St. Anthony step forward to receive the state championship trophy. Congratulations to the Bulldogs of St. Anthony, first place 2017, Class 1A.
If you or a loved one had hip replacement surgery using a metal-on-metal hip implant, you may be entitled to a cash award. Many metal-on-metal hip implants will eventually cause health problems, such as metallosis, loosening of parts, pain, and difficulty walking. Billions of dollars have been set aside to pay people for these injuries. If you or a loved one had a metal-on-metal hip implant and suffered serious side effects, time is running out to file a claim. Call 800-297-2818. That's 800-297-2818.
Championship Saturday here in Peoria. The 2A IHSA boys basketball state title game. Tip-off is coming your way in just a few minutes between Orr Academy and Mount Carmel. Let's take a look at a couple key players to watch tonight. Starting with Orr Academy, number 25.